How to run a successful catering business. I love your question. My name is Brian Dolinick, and welcome to this conversational video coming to you from my home office. And this is not just going to be a talk on how to start a successful catering business, breaking down the business model, doing kind of a review on it. I'm also going to be talking about how to just build a successful, lucrative business in general. All right, one that creates time, freedom, leverage, and flexibility. Having failed miserably over the last 4 years in different businesses, and some of those businesses did work that failed. All right, some of them didn't work. And the ones that did work, that failed in a sense where it was just too draining, I couldn't handle it. It was just, nonstop, 18-hour days, working harder than employees, paying them more than I was getting paid, dealing with supplies and equipment, all that stuff that actually goes with the territory of a catering business. I will tell you, if you are looking at starting this business because you want those things, time, freedom, leverage, flexibility, do what you want to do when you want to do it, to be able to not just afford what you're passionate about, but be able to enjoy what you're passionate about. Having done this before, alright, having done this with actually close business friends of mine, I'm just telling you, dealing with all the overhead associated with it, even though you're successful at it, it can be grunt work, right? Even though it's a simple business to start and you get clients and customers coming in, after 6 months to a year, and you got consistency coming in, the work associated with managing and maintaining it on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, it can be completely draining, all right? And some of you know exactly what it is that I'm talking about here, because sometimes, when you start a business, you tend to feel like you're actually employed to the business as well, managing all these things. And unless you're really looking to franchise out your catering business or a catering business, I wouldn't advise you to head down this road. In fact, I would advise you, before you consider starting a catering business, if you're looking at starting a business because you want leverage, flexibility, time, freedom, to be your own boss, take control of your income, to save you a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, a lot of late nights and frustration, all right, unless you're taking the franchised approach, looking at it long term, all right, and even when you do franchise, all right, you got to keep in mind you're managing more people. It means when you're managing more things, you have more overhead, less time freedom, more work involved. Not to say that there's no work required in any type of business, but it's just something to keep in mind to help you, be able to make a decision by the end of this video, not just how to run a successful business, but what to do to actually run a successful business to get the results that you want. And like I said, I'd advise you, before you take this approach, all right, to start a successful catering business, before you head down this road, I've got a lead I want to throw your way. And my story with this goes back about a year ago, when I came across a person who was building a business, and they're doing so without supplies or equipment or employees, so their profit margins were a lot higher, their income was a lot higher because they didn't have that overhead, and they're building their business on the internet, and doing so very strategically without dealing with any of that, having time freedom, location freedom to be able to operate wherever there was an internet access, which is virtually anywhere in the world now. And because they're doing this without cold market prospecting, chasing people down, all right, I started to model and copy what they're doing. They're making more money every month than I was making a whole year. And in less than about 30 days, modeling what they shared with me, literally copying them to a T, obviously not average or typical results, I'm not guaranteeing your success, big disclosure, but I was able to, in less than 30 days, with their help, all right, be able to walk away from my traditional business, be able to walk away from corporate America, and I haven't looked back since. And I'm not guaranteeing you the same results. I just can't emphasize it enough. If you're looking at starting any type of business to create time freedom, leverage, and flexibility to be able to do what you want to do when you want to do it, learn to build a business on the internet, all right? And there's a lot of noise out there on the internet, which is why connecting with someone, it's the best thing you can do. Connect with someone who's willing to connect with you. It wasn't until I found someone on the internet who's willing to walk me through step by step what to do, all right, and then apply what they shared with me, take massive action on what they shared with me, that I was really able to kind of have that breakthrough. And if it worked for me, it can definitely work for you. So my friend, I hope you enjoyed this video overview, and I hope this kind of enlightens you on how to get the results that you want building a business. And if this makes sense to you from a business perspective, and you want to learn how to build a business in a way that's truly flexible, lucrative, where you can do what you want when you want, if you're not afraid of work, if you're not afraid of learning some things, connect with me on my site. Check it out. It's 123marketingtips.com. I'll put the link down below in the description, and I appreciate you for coming by. It's been fun. I look forward to seeing you on the beaches of the world. Take care.